Right, hi everybody. Today we're talking about pentatonics. One of the most useful scales there are for improvising, and there's a lot more to the pentatonic scale than the usual. You can do an awful lot with pentatonics. You can superimpose them onto chords that have a different root note to create upper extensions. They're also a nice alternative to playing arpeggio type ideas, which are very harmonically descriptive, but with a pentatonic you've got extra notes which add a bit more colour to it. So it's somewhere in between a scalic sound and a harmonic descriptive sound. It's kind of harmonically descriptive whilst having certain scale elements there as well. So obviously we all love the pentatonic box on the guitar. Of course, each pentatonic scale can be put into 5 different positions. So if we're talking A minor or C major pentatonic, we've got our familiar one starting here, but we've also got this one. And we've also got this one. And we've also got this one. And we've got this one here actually as well. Okay, so some of them are easier to play than others. The fingering's a bit weird on a couple of them. Right, so how about this for a new way of using your pentatonic scales, or at least, playing some different patterns. This is a really cool sound, and I think it's kind of a bit reminiscent of the whole Eric Johnson wide intervallic thing. It is wide intervals. But all you're doing is you're playing the scale starting, let's do it in the most common box position, A minor pentatonic. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the first note, A, and then we're going to move up a string and up to the next note on that string, the highest, because you get 2 notes per string. So it's almost like going string 1, note 1, string 2, note 2, string 3, note 1, string 4, note 2, string 5, note 1, string 6, note 2. Now I know actually I know it's the first string and that's the second string, but you see what I'm saying in the terms of the note order that we're playing them. So what you get is this sound. Nice open kind of intervals. You've got open fifths and an open sixth on the top actually, but you've also got minor thirds in there as well. So you can apply that to every single one of the patterns within that pentatonic scale. So you could do this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, they're very cool sounds. Now, obviously, if you're playing over a vamp, you can do some nice things with just sort of moving around on a if you've got an A minor vamp, just move around over the. I'll stick a little click on, and then hopefully we'll get some. Try this. Okay, so I'll put some chords underneath this afterwards, but just so you get an idea of a 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can also invert that. So effectively what you're doing, instead of going, you can go where the sound is a bit more normal because there's less wide intervals, but it's the equivalent of actually starting that fingering pattern that I did before, but starting on the A string. So you're, instead of going, you're going. That's all it is. So you're just starting that pattern on the starting on the D in that instance. So that just gives you a different kind of quality. Now you can use this scale over changes as well. So one thing you could do as a way of getting this together is, if you could take a standard like All the Things You Are, you could actually start right down here and just use this wide open pentatonic shape and work through the changes. So something like this. Let's get a click going. So take it slow. So this is going to be like a crotchet pulse again. So we're going to go. Okay, so I played a couple of funny things that weren't strictly following that pattern, but I outlined the changes there. Again, I will put the changes underneath that so you can hear it, including the one that I played wrong. Yeah, so that's a good way of utilising that pentatonic pattern over a changes setting. You can apply all your substitution rules. I say I'm going to do a lesson on substitutions of pentatonic scales as well. So yeah, have a look at that one. It just unlocks the neck a little bit, and it means that you can get some interesting sounds. Don't forget to practice the scale coming down from top to bottom as well, and playing around with fragments of the scale. Maybe just playing something like things like that. You don't obviously have to play, in one position. You can sort of just take 2, 3, 4 note fragments, move them around. Yeah, so have a bit of fun with that, and see you on the next one. Cheers.